What's up, y'all? Capone Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. And welcome to the holiday season. I've got my little, Santa hat. I got my PlayStation ugly sweater on. I'm decked out. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready for the holiday season. I love this time of year. But yeah, welcome. Another Ever Crisis video. We got a new banner. We got, I guess, holiday events going on right now. So let's get it right into it. I'm gonna go right into the new draw, feature draw, and it is Yuffie. So let's go right into the costume. She's supposed to be like a reindeer. I don't know. It's kind of cute. It's fine. I think they could have went more in like the reindeer aesthetic here. And honestly, I wish they kind of would have gave this outfit to like a Red 13, because it looks like, Red 13 would have been perfect as like a reindeer, but it looked like, they give her the antlers or whatnot, but then they kind of just gave her a brown coat. It doesn't feel reindeer-y enough, right? I loved her costume, the Halloween one, where she was like Red 13. I thought that was an amazing aesthetic. One of the best in the game, in my opinion. This one, I don't know. She's like wearing the antlers, and she has like a brown coat. And, it looks fine. Nothing crazy, but, I don't really love it either. Holiday Cheer Reindeer. So, the costume, double wind. So, it's her second Wind Arcanum, which is very interesting. And then she actually has Boost Wind Potency. So this is like the actual R ability. It like stacks from a costume now. This is the first costume that's ever done that. So that's pretty interesting. This will give you more versatility now when it comes to creating a wind build. So if you actually have her like physical wind, her physical wind weapon, you can actually use this costume and go along with it, and you can kind of modify that build a little bit if you do get this new costume. But I'll kind of go into if you do need to pull on this, if you already have that or diner trade costume. So yeah, I'll go into that later. Holiday Bell, her actual weapon though, OB0, 120, 390% magic wind damage. Also lowers wind resist low, goes to mid. Lowers magic defense low and goes to mid. Does this go to 120? Oh, it actually goes to OB1 now. That's interesting. It doesn't go to OB0 anymore. Okay, so I don't know what the R abilities are. OB0, I think it's what, like 40 and 10, something like that, usually for a weapon like this. So this, at OB1, it goes to 42 and 15. And then the R ability goes to 450%. Get an extra 60% here. You get a little bit more duration as well on the debuffs. And then OB6, you're getting 550% magic wind damage with the debuffs low, and it goes to high now for both, for the magic defense and the wind resist. 5427, so insane R abilities. Oh, the special materia slot, so you get magic attack, sigil boost. Very nice, typical. And then OB10, you're getting up to 620% wind damage with the potency that goes low to high on both of the debuffs. 6239, fantastic R abilities, and yeah, 698 magic attack too, very, very strong. So I guess immediately off the bat, you're probably thinking, oh, 620% magic wind damage at the OB10. You might think, it's kind of low, right? Well, this is like an all-in-one weapon. You're doing wind resist down, up to high. Once you're going to be using this thing over and over, so this thing's just going to get to high, and then magic defense as well. So it's a double debuff. So this thing's going to be slapping really hard at only the 620%, even at like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So even if it's only 620%, you're still going to be slapping it pretty hard because of these debuffs that are going to be applied to the enemy. And it's also going to help the entire party do more damage as well because of the debuffs, right? So, yeah, pretty good weapon. Yeah, a featured weapon. I'm glad we're getting featured banners again because I'm sick of all these limited banners. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's like an evolution of multiple weapons we've gotten in the past. So like Pressure Ridge for Zac. Tempest for Sephiroth, Blue Bramble for Sephiroth, where those weapons do, pretty decent elemental damage, but not like super high like a full-on DPS weapon. Those weapons do like what, 620%, 700%, but they would also do a an elemental resist down. But this is like an evolution because this weapon is also doing magic defense down to go along with the elemental resist down. So pretty awesome. But those weapons go from like go to high immediately on the debuff, the wind resist. This goes like low to high. But either way, it doesn't matter that much because you're just going to be using this weapon over and over. It's just going to take you a few casts to kind of get to that high potency, right? So yeah, I think it's really strong. I actually really like it. Do you need this if you have like already like an OB10 Wind Aerith? Because that's your only other option when it comes to magic wind in this game at the moment is Prism Rod Aerith. And if you have Aerith already, I would say you would technically not need this, but also this would be a really good 1-2 punch to go along with Aerith if we ever need magic wind for like a future guild battle or just future content in general. I think, you know, Titan is going to be weak to magic wind, so yeah, having Yuffie to go along with Aerith would be a sick 1-2 combo for that battle. You know, just speaking, I haven't played the battle at all, but you know, I'm just kind of talking out of my butt. But but the cool thing also about this costume is if you don't have her diner tray, you can just get this costume, and then you can actually use her diner tray weapon with this new costume, right? If you don't have her other Wind Arcanum, this kind of works for both. You can use this one costume here for her magic wind setup and her physical wind setup. So from that perspective, very, very, very cool. And that's what kind of interests me into this costume, because I do not have any kind of Wind Arcanums in this game. So yeah. Well, actually, no, I lied. I have Aerith's Wind Arcanum, but I don't have a physical Wind Arcanum. So, and Aerith's is kind of a weird setup where hers, you know, her weapon, I'll show you real quick. I actually have that built out. So this is your only other magic wind damage dealer in the game, and she's still technically the strongest based on the potency. I have 811% with the brand. So, but this weapon has HP instead of like a magic attack, which makes it kind of awkward to build around. That's why my magic attack's only like maxed out at like 7,000, because you kind of have a hard time making it up. You kind of have to make it up with all these back weapons. You can't really boost the wind potency that much. I have to kind of get this canyon collar built out in order to like kind of get her where I want her to be. But yeah, since these two weapons in the front don't have magic attack, it makes it hard to build around. But for Yuffie, it's no problem for her because her R abilities are like absolutely insane for like a DPS setup. So yeah, I'll go back to her real quick. Let's see. So yeah, if you have Yuffie's her other Wind Arcanum, her diner tray one, I would say you probably don't need this, and you can probably just wishlist the weapon later. It kind of just depends though, but this is an upgrade over that costume. But you got to decide. Yeah, if you're like a light spender or free to play, you got to decide, hey, is it worth the 21,000 crystals on average? You know, it could be better, it could be worse, to draw on this costume. And yeah, that's up for you to decide. If you don't have her diner tray costume, then yeah, I think this is a great costume to go with this new setup and her physical wind setup. So yeah, let's go. Actually, yeah, let's look at this again. So once you clear one page on this setup, this banner, you get a Winter Gear Voucher Volume 1. So let's go to the exchange, Winter Gear Voucher Volume 1. So you could choose her new costume, or you could actually get Lucia's old costume, which is her Earth setup. The cool thing about this holiday coat, so this was upgraded. This was a +5 magic attack and a +10 to Earthblade Arcanum. So they upgraded this from 5 to 10 for the magic attack. And you may think like, oh, that's, you know, 5 points. It's not really significant, but it actually kind of is, because now if you have her Holiday Revolver weapon that maxes out at 46 magic attack, this +10 magic attack here is going to max out that magic attack stat. It's going to get you to level 7 with just the costume and the weapon. So now all her back weapons can just be, you know, they don't need to have magic attack on them. So you can kind of you know, alter those builds a little bit to focus more on what HP plus, yeah, HP plus what's it called, Earth Arcane or Earth Potency. So yeah, I think, yeah, it's actually a pretty decent upgrade to have it move this from 5 to 10 points. What else do we need to look at? Oh yeah, we need to look at her ultimate weapon, which is actually pretty insane. So the Conformer, this is actually her best weapon in the OG Final Fantasy VII. So pretty cool nod to that. So it does Ferocity, which does 2000% physical magic non-elemental damage to a single enemy. Also, it boosts physical defense up to high, and then it does magic defense up to high. Then also 7 ATB gauge plus 7. So yeah, use this when you're at low ATB, you will get max ATB. That's actually kind of crazy. And then if you look at the R abilities, 20 points into ability potency, very nice. And then you get 25 points into ATB Boost Arcanum. So with the 25 points, everyone in the battle will start. Everyone in in the party will start out with +4 ATB. It's pretty freaking awesome. I think this is an amazing ultimate weapon. I would love to get this if I get more crystals, and if the other banners are good and whatnot too. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you're unsure about Yuffie, I think there's rumors that Cloud and Vincent might be coming for these holiday banners. So yeah, if you're unsure about Yuffie, you can always just wait and see what the other holiday banners will be. I think Cloud and Vincent is what we are rumored to get when it comes to costumes and whatnot. So just letting y'all know about that. But this ultimate is insane. I hope I can actually get this thing. Pretty nice. But yeah, very heavily considering Yuffie here, because like I said, I don't have a physical Wind Arcanum costume, and this would actually work with her weapon, her diner tray. So when it comes to wishlist, I kind of thought about it here. You would technically get Magic Shuriken probably in the offhand. You'll get boost attack and wind potency. Then you could just work on building out your magic ability potency. So you get something like Sawed Off GS here. You get more boost attack, magic ability potency. Then you could do Crystal Megaphone for more boost attack, magic ability potency. So, and then I think you'd be pretty good there. You'd be at level 6 magic ability potency, level 8 wind potency, level 7 magic attack. So then all you have to really work on for your last slot would be boost ability potency. And then you could just grab something like Cutlass, right? You're going to get physical defense and then 52 points to ability potency. So combine this with like an ultimate weapon, you would get level 6 when it comes to the boost ability potency. So yeah, you get level 6 that, level 8 wind potency, level 7 magic attack, level 6 magic ability potency. I think that's a pretty decent build all around for her magic setup. And then yeah, if you don't have her diner tray, maxed out and whatnot, then you can just grab this along the way. So you'd have a nice physical wind damage dealer along with a new magic wind damage dealer and a debuffer at the same time. I like these. I really do like these setups. I do wish maybe the potency on her weapon was a little bit stronger, 620, kind of low. But if you've used this weapon for Zack, it does the same type of thing. But like I said, Yuffie's is even better because it actually does magic defense down as well. This just does the ice resist down with the damage. But even this weapon, if you've used it, this thing is really nice with an Arcanum setup. So yeah, don't think that this damage is just trash. Combine it with her wind potency, her wind Arcanum, the thing's gonna be slapping, and it's gonna be helping. If you have an Aerith in the party, even do even more damage. So yeah, I kind of like the setup, and I'm gonna consider this. I'm gonna think about it. Ends on December 31st. Like I said, we're gonna have more banners for the holiday season. We're probably gonna get, like I said, we're gonna get a Cloud. We're probably gonna get Vincent. Cloud is the one that I'm really curious about because we haven't got a Cloud featured banner since New Year's last year. I think it was last December. It was before New Year's. It was his fire weapon, Sky Splitter, and the Arcanum costume. So that was the last time we got a featured Cloud banner. Everything else has been limited for Cloud. So that is what, is going to make me hold on for now. But I might come back to this one. I do like the setup. And yeah, I think it is worth pulling one page on. And like I said, yeah, this is a feature banner, guys. So you don't need to go heavily invest in this. You can just get one page, get to this voucher, redeem the costume, and be done with it. You don't have to go like 2 pages minimum like you do for limited banners, because those limited weapons, you know, you have to try to at least get OB6 on them, or a lot of them you do, to make it worth pulling that deep, you know, pulling on those banners in general. But yeah, that's kind of all I got on this. Are y'all going to pull on this Yuffie setup? Are y'all going to just wait like I am? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoy my Ever Crisis content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.